Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Biola, your exam KP English teacher. If you've ever felt stuck on those tricky consonant sound questions in your English exams, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a super simple technique that's going to help you master them for good. So let's just admit it there, we've all been there. You're staring at a question, it's asking for the odd sound out, and all of a sudden, every single word sounds exactly the same. It can seriously feel like you're just guessing, but I'm here to tell you that it is not a guessing game. There is a system, a kind of secret to cracking these questions every single time. And here it is. This is the big secret. The key isn't really about what you hear with your ears. No, it's about what you feel physically. It's all about the action of making the sound in your mouth, with your lips, your tongue, your throat. And in this lesson, we're going to walk you through exactly how to feel that difference. Okay, so let's just jump right into the fundamentals. We need to understand what consonants actually are and why they are tested so much in the oral English sections for WAEC, JAMB, and NICO. Nailing this down is your first step to banking those crucial marks. So think about it like this. Vowels, they are open. The air just flows right out. A, E, see? But consonants are the total opposite. They are all about creating a blockage, an obstruction to the airflow. And once you get a handle on the 24 ways we block air to make these sounds in English, you'll be able to identify any of them. All right, now for the really cool part. Every single one of those 24 consonants, they can be classified using a simple code. And you know what? This is not just some boring textbook theory. This is the exact knowledge the examiners use to write the questions. So let's crack that code together. Okay, I need you to actually do this with me right now. Take 2 fingers and place them gently on your throat, right on your voice box. Got it? Now make a long sound like a snake. You feel anything? Probably not. Okay, now make zzz. It sound like a bee. Whoa, feel that little buzz? That vibration? That is the difference between a voiceless sound like S and a voiced sound like Z. This simple test is honestly the most powerful tool you're going to use. So, the first part of our secret code is the place of articulation. It's just a fancy way of asking, where in your mouth are you blocking the air? Is it with both of your lips coming together, which we call bilabial, like the P in pepper? Or maybe it's your tongue tapping the ridge right behind your teeth. That's alveolar, like the T in tomato. Or is it way at the back of your tongue, making it velar, like the G in Gary? Each of these places creates a whole family of distinct sounds. And the second part of the code is the manner. This is all about how you are blocking the air. Are you stopping it completely and then letting out a little explosion of air like the B in bendiku? That's what we call a plosive. Or are you letting the air leak out slowly, creating friction, that hissing sound, like the S in suya? That's a fricative. You can even block the air in your mouth and send it out through your nose, like that ing sound in egusi. Understanding this how is absolutely key. All right, so knowing the theory is one thing. That's great. But it's not going to do you any good if you can't use it fast and accurately when the clock is ticking in the exam hall. So let's talk about the actual skills that are going to turn this knowledge into marks on your answer sheet. Think of this as your exam toolkit. First, Just get really good at spotting and underlining the consonant sound you're being tested on. Second, and this is huge, practice contrasting those voiced and voiceless pairs. Say bat, then pat. Bat, pat. Feel that vibration turn on and off. Third, get comfortable with the phonetic symbols because you will definitely see them. And finally, be super aware of common Nigerian English errors, like saying think instead of think. We've got to train our mouths to make that th sound. And this really is the number one tip. I can't say it enough. Please don't just read the words silently in your head. Say them out loud. Exaggerate the sounds. Actually feel where the blockage is happening. Is it your lips, your tongue? Make it a physical exercise, and I promise you, it will stick. Okay, enough talk. Let's see how all this comes together in the real world. It is time to put our system to the test with some actual past questions from WAEC and JAMB. This is where the theory becomes reality and you start seeing the points add up. All right, have a look at this. It's a classic odd one out question from a WAEC paper. The words are think, there, through, and that. And notice the TH is underlined in all of them. So they all look the same, right? But they are not. So what's the difference? Let's use our system. Fingers on the throat, let's go. First word, think. Say it. Think. No vibration. Okay. Second word, there. Say it. There. Oh yeah, there's the buzz. Vibration. Third word, through. Through. Nothing. Fourth word, that. That. Vibration again. So we found the pattern. Think and through are voiceless, there and that are voiced. The question wants the one that's different. So depending on the options, the answer will be the one that doesn't fit the group. The key is that vibration. That's the difference. You see, the spelling TH is a trap. It's put there specifically to confuse you because it represents two totally different sounds. But the moment you stop looking and start feeling, it becomes so obvious. There vibrates, think doesn't. That's it. That's the answer. Okay, let's try a different type of question. This one from JAM. The words are bat, pat, fat, and vat. Now this one is a little trickier because it's testing more than just whether a sound is voiced or not. Let's dig in. So let's apply our code. This time, let's think about the manner of articulation. How is the sound made? For bat and pat, the sound is an explosion of air. P, b. Those are plosives. But for fat and vat, you're making a hissing sound with friction. F, v. Those are fricatives. Now, in a real exam question, they have to give you 3 things that are the same and 1 that's different. So they would likely give you 3 plosives and 1 fricative. For example, the options might be bat, pat, tab, and then fat. See, the first 3 are all plosives. That makes fat, the fricative, a clear odd one out. And this is just such a critical strategy. Sometimes, if you only check for voicing, you might get stuck or confused. But when you add that second layer of analysis, when you ask how the sound is made, you see that clear difference between an explosive plosive and a friction-based fricative. That's often the key that unlocks the correct answer. So we've gone through the code, we've practiced the system, we've looked at the strategy. Now let's put it all together. This is your final checklist to make sure you walk into that exam hall feeling totally confident and ready to crush these questions. Okay, these are your final matching orders. Seriously, make this physical practice a daily thing. Drill those confusing pairs over and over. P and B, S and Z. When you're stuck, use the place and manner system to eliminate wrong answers. And here's a pro tip. Be your own coach. Record yourself on your phone and listen back. You'll be amazed at the little errors you can catch, especially the ones that come from your mother tongue. This is how you lock in those 5 to 10 marks. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Don't just watch this, nod your head, and then forget about it. I want you to take one thing, just one common error you know you make, and decide right now that you are going to practice correcting it tonight. Which sound is it going to be for you? Because turning all this knowledge into real exam success, it starts with that single focused decision. That's it for today. Great job following along. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more easy to understand lessons. And hey, want to practice more questions and get step-by-step solutions? Visit examkp.com right now and keep learning smarter.